G'day, my name's Darryl Webb. Today we're going to do a quick comparison and a quick review of the Unique series, the UH50 and the UH35. In this video we'll go over just using it. So if you want to see the specs and the unboxing, there's another video, I'll put a link in the description. But in this video we're just going to put it in the field, we'll do a comparison between the two, show some of the differences and overlay the video with lots of footage of it being used. So on that note, let's get into that. We'll start off with some of the differences that are sort of obvious, but and some not so obvious. So when you're looking at these two, one's got a 35mm lens and one's got a 50mm lens. So you can sort of see that there. And the other main difference is the UH50 is just a tiny bit heavier. So as far as the screen resolutions, the battery type, the battery life, the button layout, the features, they're all the same. So the main differences are with its field of view and its zoom level. The 35 is a 3x base magnification and the UH50 is a 4x base mag. So there's differences there, you need to work out which one suits you better. Okay, so the Wi-Fi, it's already joined it by the look of it. You just join the Unique Wi-Fi. The passcode's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Once you're connected, then you enter the Infiray app, and from there you can look at your device files. So you can download things straight off the unit without actually having to connect it to a PC. But you can do all your updates and everything for the actual device as well. But this is where it gets cool, is it's got a remote viewfinder. So this is how I use my my device. And as you can see now, you can actually see through the unit. You can make it full screen and rotate it. And you can stop recording video. You can change its settings on there, turn the microphone on and off. You can change the palettes, the aperture. You can zoom it, everything all from the app. Hopefully you can see that there. And obviously it's a live view, so if you move the device, it moves. That's an awesome feature to have, and it works really good on this. There's virtually no lag on the device. Pros and cons. I'll do it for both of these guys at the same time. Some of the main pros is the button layout. I like those button layout features, that traditional 3 buttons. You sort of got a separate standalone power button and then your 3 with the menu in the middle, up and down with the left and right, front and back. So sort of using it, if you want to take video, you just hold that one in, it will start recording. If you want to zoom in, for instance, you just hold that one in and it will start zooming in every time you hit it. Actually, you don't hold it in, just press it and it zooms in. The menu button's got a quick feature, so if you just press the menu button once, it brings it up to a sort of quick little sub menu, and you've got like screen brightness, sharpness, color palette, and importantly on this one, which other ones don't have, or none of the other ones also use, it's got a contrast adjustment. That's really handy because it's actually a genuine, if you're for instance in a situation where maybe it's rained and then the rain stopped and you get back out, everything's really cold from the rain, so there's not a lot of heat difference in things. So what you can do is you can actually bump the contrast up a little bit on this guy, and it will do that for you. It actually fixes the situation a bit. It just gives you some ability to actually tune it to what you want to see. With the contrast adjust, that's just an extra tick in the box of usability. Another big pro is the sub 25 millikelvin, so it sees very small differences in temperature, so that just gives you the effect of more detail. There's not really any more resolution there to any other 640 sort of sensor, but what it actually does is just there's more detail because you can see more differences in the heat, so that the pixels are doing more work. The screen, I really like the screen when you put your eye up to it. It's a nice roomy screen. You don't feel like you're looking at a small picture in there. It's quite a large screen, and it shows all the information quite nicely laid out. You can sort of, everything you need to know is sort of up on the screen. Most importantly, when you record the video, that information is there too, which is really nice because if you're recording stuff, you can go back over and you can sort of see what settings you're on and things like that. In these clips on this guy, the date and time isn't correct. It's all set differently, so don't take too much notice of that. I haven't bothered to do the date and time. It has audio. So if you do content like I do, that's a big deal for me. I love the fact that the audio is good, it's usable. It's a little bit quiet, but it's quite clean. So if you put it in a video, you just turn the volume up a little bit and there's no real loud background hiss or anything like that. It's nice clean audio, and it complements the videos nicely. So it is good to be able to hear, you know, what's going on, and you can sometimes get that little bit more information and remember exactly what you were doing, where you were, and it makes the video process a whole lot nicer having audio. That's probably about it for the pros. That's the main stuff anyway, the important stuff. Cons, any cons that I find? In all honesty, I didn't really find too many cons. It's sort of realistically, everything was sort of nice on it. The focus adjustment and everything like that was all, it sort of did everything it's meant to do quite nicely all by itself. I didn't have to muck around with the unit too much to make it do what I wanted to do. I could find my way through the menus fast and everything like that. So there was no huge cons on like that. About the only thing that I said that was that sort of I come across to me was you've got a depth of field on the focus when you're focusing on an item. You know, everything further away and everything closer is out of focus, and you focus right on the unit. With the 35, I sort of found like if I focus once, everything was in focus. With a 50, it must have a lower f-stop number. It's you have to use the focus a little bit more often, and because it was so it's such a small depth of field on the focus, shallow depth of field, I found I had to. It was a little bit harder to hit focus just right. You might see that in some of the clips. I was constantly on the 50, actually just playing with the focus a little bit. But it wasn't a deal breaker, and most times once I sort of got it to the area I was using, I didn't touch it again. If you're using it for scanning an open area, you'll set it once and you won't use it again unless something comes up very close. But that was about the only thing I could sort of find. Besides that, battery life was good in that, so there was no real cons. Conclusion. Well, these Unique series, they flew under the radar a bit for me. When Ground Force International said to me, do you want to do the Unique series? I want to, you know, sort of promote the Unique series a bit. I was a bit like, oh, what's that one? It's there, it's been there, for whatever reason, it just hasn't copped the attention maybe some of the other models have. But when you look at it on paper, its specs, and you look at its price, this one's really, really feature rich and simple to use, and yeah, I must admit, I was quite surprised. Battery life is huge on them, so they're a good, they're not a toy. These things, you get about 8 hours or something like that out of each battery, and you get 2 in the packet when you get them. So, you know, you can go away for a whole weekend and use it, you know, 2 nights or something like that, and you're not going to be running out of battery. So, conclusion-wise, yeah, they're just a really good, I'd call them a pro-grade unit, because the specs are so high, and they got that big detection difference. Obviously, with the 50mm lens, you got 2,600 meters detection for a human-sized target, and 1,800 meters for a for the UH35. So many numbers to remember. So yeah, look, I guess you're going to ask me. This is probably one you want to know. If I was buying one, which one would I choose? And I like there's good and bad to both, but I have to say I kept on finding myself picking up the UH35. So yes, the smaller of the two, the one with not quite as much distance, not as much, you know, it hasn't got as much thermal power, but it's got a wider field of view, and the distance still on the 35 was still so good that I found myself kept on using that. I think just the way I do things, I'm sometimes in smaller areas, the wider field of view just really helped me. If I was always out in very open areas and looking for stuff at much further distances, it's a no-brainer. Get the 50mm model, just because it's got that extra thermal power and you can see things much further. You'll see little rabbits and that, you know, as much as 50% further than you will with this one. But with that said, you know, the distances you're going to see rabbits at is quite good, and hopefully you've seen that in some of the footage. That's probably it for the conclusion. Yes, that's my pick. But if I had to have that one, I would have no drama. I don't know, maybe both, if I could afford it. Anyway, I guess that's it. Good, well-rounded units, and I'd be happy to use either of them. And as I said, I do have quite a soft spot for the UH35. That one would be my pick of the two. Ergonomics and everything are just so nice in the hand. The button layouts features, a long battery life. You can mount it up on a tripod, which I have been doing. You can use it with Wi-Fi and show it through for a tablet or something like that. The Wi-Fi's got no lag, so nice metal and hard plastic finishes. There's a lot to like about them. Anyway, on that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more stuff like this and some hunting videos, hit the subscribe button. And a thank you to Ground Force International for sending these out for me so I can review them. Anyway, bye for now.